Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Odo Sunday, a member of MMM Nigeria, resident in Port Harcourt. I have the privilege to inform all and sundry on what MMM stands for, and by so doing explain the ideology behind MMM. MMM is actually an acronym which stands for Mavrodi Mundial Movement. Some also have it as Mavrodi Mundial Money Box. Whichever one that appeals to you, the bottom line is that MMM stands as a financial apocalypse determined to bring together a community of ordinary people selflessly helping each other, and a kind of global fund which provides mutual aid for these people. It is something that is novel and admirable. It is strategically set up to cause a financial tsunami, what I refer to as a financial tsunami, which is to say to break down and eliminate the financial slavery mentality that has been foisted on the people of the world by banks and financial institutions. It is common knowledge that people are denied what is due to them by the simple reason that the banking industry decides to deny people a fair share of interest, a fair share of the money that is due to them. That is why MMM becomes a very important scheme, building a community that will make sure that this helplessness that people in the world are faced with will be eliminated. It is important to inform that in doing this, the interest that people are denied by banks and other financial institutions are readily made available in the MMM community. MMM has been structured in such a way to correct the imbalance that people witness, and by so doing make it possible to give people 30% interest that they cannot get in the banks. That is why MMM rocks and has brought together a whole lot of people, currently over 200 million worldwide, and of course in 118 countries. That is why the average Nigerian, and of course every member who lives on planet Earth, every human being, should think fast and embrace the ideology behind MMM, which of course will create a financial freedom that will eliminate financial slavery. That is what MMM's ideology is centered on. And in doing that, it is very important that we note that if one wants to become a member of MMM, it is very simple. Very simple in the sense that you need to understand the way MMM works. You need to understand the way MMM works. MMM works, first of all, by your becoming a member. If you become a member, you will now discover that you will be able to know that you have to participate fully by helping to provide help to people. Everybody that participates in MMM is required to give help by transferring money to another person. That money, of course, will be paid into the person's bank account. As soon as you pay money to somebody's bank account, you are required to wait for a minimum of 2 weeks, after which the money you have paid is expected to be defrozen. In other words, you will be expected to draw if you are willing to draw in 2 weeks. If you are not willing to draw in 2 weeks, you can stay for 3 weeks or 1 month. By the time you stay for this period of time, you will be able to get help. Usually, you start by registering. When you register, you are required to log in and provide help. Of course, you will do that in your PO, what we refer to as PO, which is personal office. You have your special password for your personal office. You also have your email address. You will log into your personal office. You will click, after registering your account details, you will click on the provide help column, and then you state the amount you want to provide help with. There and then you will wait for the 2 weeks, minimum 2 weeks, after which you can now get help, which means when you want to get help, you will now click on get help column, and then the system will match you with people who will eventually pay you, just like the system will match you with people you will provide help to by paying the money into their bank account. That is how MMM works. It is very important that we also know that in the workings of MMM, the rules are very important. As a global mutual benefit fund, we can equally say that MMM is a financial social network. And that is why, in talking about the rules of MMM, you discover that the official website provides a place for registration in the system, and then a place where you can sign up, and then where you can equally get the news on projects and other events that happens in MMM. Normally you have to register online. When you do that, you have to provide your Mavro, which I have earlier mentioned on how MMM works, and then that Mavro becomes your virtual currency, which will be used in your buying and in your selling, which will be growing from 20% to about 100% per month, depending on what program you are in under the MMM community. When you acquire this Mavro, the Mavro currency metamorphoses to actually existing monetary units, which can either be in Mavro Euro for Euro, Mavro US dollar for US dollar, and in our case in Nigeria here, Mavro Naira to Naira. Each participant in MMM gets this kind of profit, and whatever profit and benefit that you get will be deposited in this currency. So you can buy Mavro in any amount. It cannot be less than $10, and you can also sell them at any time at the rate of at the rate that's applicable at that particular time, which is of course to a maximum of $10,000. and in our case in Nigeria here, to a maximum of about 2.2 million naira. Normally, the yield on conventional Mavro is set at 20% per month, but generally, we know that here for a month, you can also have 30%. To get the yield of 100% per month, you have to take part in what we refer to as MMM Extra, and that will be in your own personal office or a personal cabinet. This particular one assumes that you perform certain tasks about which you need to read your personal cabinet after making your first deposit. From what I have said so far, you discover that you can sell your Mavro at any time. You can take part in other programs that will enable you build up your Mavro and make more money. Normally, for all new members in the MMM system, there is a bonus that is given. The bonuses ranges from $20 to $100. $20 bonus is accrued if you can make an initial deposit. That is, if you are providing help initially, that ranges from $50 to $499. Bonus normally will be defrosted after 2 weeks. You can also have a $50 bonus, which will accrue if your first deposit is from a minimum of $500 to a maximum of about $2,999. This particular bonus of $50 will be defrosted after 1 month. You can also have a $100 bonus, which is accrued if your first deposit is from $3,000 and above. This particular one is also defrosted after 1 month. MMM provides for bonuses for participants. For every new deposit of a person involved by you in the project, you get 10% of the person's deposit. There is a leader's bonus of 5% of the referral deposits, and further descending of that particular leader's bonus to levels of like 3%, 1%, 0.5%, and even down to 0.01%. And this all depends on the level or your depth in the structure. After receiving the funds, the participant is obliged to write a review. You can make a video on camera. You can write as an ordinary participant. You can get such video uploaded in the system, and you get an additional award of 5% of the total amount that you are paid. This shows you that MMM is organized to help people. If you have registered but haven't shown any activity for 2 weeks, either making a deposit or attracting new members, your account may be deleted. So the rules are very clear, and it is important that we adhere to them. The benefits of MMM to ordinary members, to members of the MMM Extra, to a referral party, to those who work in the system are very, very many. If you are an ordinary participant, in order to become a party, you just need to sign up and make your first deposit. And after making your first deposit, you earn your money and you earn your interest. MMM's benefits are so much that it delivers people from poverty. It makes money available for a referrer. It makes money available for those who are working in the system, either as a participant, or either as somebody who is managing the funds, or either as somebody who is a consultant. Whatever level you are in MMM, it is very good for you to participate and be helped. MMM's benefits makes it possible for people to leave poverty alone. They are literally delivered from poverty. And MMM transforms the life of people and make it to be what it ought to be. I want to encourage you, in conclusion, to join MMM. Don't be afraid to say that it's going to collapse. It's not going to collapse. This is a community of mutual friends helping each other and trying to deliver people from whatever poverty has done to them. You can be free today. Come and join MMM and be blessed.